And they said that I was speeding when I was in a passenger seat. So I'm tired of listening to the police.
Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have a good one, guys. Imagine the scene. We're in O'Fallon, Illinois. An officer lights up a car for some improper lane issues. The driver won't shut the vehicle off and exits against the officer's commands. Today we're dealing with obstruction. There's some other charges we'll talk about, but that's the big one. Let's watch what unfolds when this 23-year-old Walmart delivery driver gets lost. Let's jump in.
Driver, turn off the vehicle now! Turn it off! Turn off the vehicle now! Turn off the vehicle!
Hold on there, chill, I'm on to you.
Driver, put the keys on top of your car now! Driver, turn off the vehicle! Now!
136 here.
Secure in front of La Quinta.
Passport. Secure in front of La Quinta.
I still have someone heading away. She's refusing to comply with my commands.
Passport.
I've told her to turn off the car about 3 times now, and she's just sitting there, so I haven't walked up yet. Hey, ma'am, sit down in the car.
No.
No, ma'am. Stop right now.
No.
Right now. Ma'am, you're going to be put under arrest if you don't start listening, okay?
I can listen to you, but I'm not going to listen to any military
go ahead.
policeman.
Turn around.
All right, so who's the Uber driver?
Behind your back. Put your hands
Do not touch my behind. 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 Do not touch my behind.
Put your behind your back.
Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
You're under arrest. You need to stop fighting.
No.
Get on the ground.
No.
Stop.
No.
Stop fighting.
No. You need to stop understanding what the f*** can I not be stand up for f***ing 2 minutes? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, this didn't have to be like.
God. Oh my God. You know f***ing what? I f***ing love, you know what?
Don't try to dig your nails in my hand. Alright, you gonna keep doing that? Right.
Yes.
Are we going to talk now?
No.
Alright, well now you're under arrest.
Now you're under arrest.
Search
Oh my f***ing God.
Search her.
No. Ah!
What's your name, sweetie?
Leave me alone, you'll f***ing find out!
Okay.
Ah! 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 I'm a f***ing dancer, I swear to God, if you f***ing cripple me, you're gonna f***ing find out!
Ma'am, it didn't have to be like
You're gonna
this.
f***ing find out!
What kind of dancing do you do?
You're gonna f***ing find out!
I mean, I can really only find that out from you.
Yeah, f***ing right, you will! Stop touching me before I f***ing take a picture with you!
Well, we can all take a picture together if you want.
I can't get to her front pockets, but her back pockets are good.
We'll let you.
Like, whose f***ing apartment is this? I want to deliver some f***ing gifts to some f***ing Walmart person! Ah! I don't care if I'm out of control! Stop touching me!
Stop screaming!
Stop touching me then! Stop f***ing touching me!
You need to listen.
No, I cannot
Ma'am.
breathe in this angle, unfortunately.
Okay, you want to go on your
You're
stomach?
talking just.
No! Leave me alone! I
You're under
cannot.
arrest.
Hey.
You are under arrest. No one's leaving you alone.
No one's leaving you alone at this point.
Oh my God!
Ma'am,
Can
stop.
you at least get the delivery? Oh my God, they stole the phone. They're so stupid. Ah!
Hey, here's what we're gonna have to ask you at this point. We need to put you in the back of our car. Are we gonna have to carry you, or are you gonna walk?
No, I can walk.
Okay.
Are you going to walk? That's the question.
I can walk and I will walk.
Okay.
Okay.
I drove here, didn't I?
Well, we don't know what
No, I'm bringing this.
We'll get it.
I will grab it.
No,
I will
because
grab
you
it.
guys dropped my phone already. You don't give a f about my f***ing heart. You don't give a f about anything but other than this.
Let's go. Come on.
No! You expose me in front of everyone. Yes, you do. I can't even take a burst speed.
Sit down.
I can't even take a
Sit
burst
down.
speed.
Sit down.
Ah!
Get in the car.
Break.
Is that a rental?
No. It's registered to Tyler something out of Belleville.
Alright. Good job, bud.
Yeah, what was that?
She did a, so I stopped her. She flew down here, did a lap around in La Quinta, then stopped. Told her to turn the car off. She didn't turn it off. So I waited for you guys to get here.
Huh?
It's under the car. Huh?
You got a beloved birch piece? Sorry, I pulled her off. I was trying to actually just turn it around and put her back on.
So was I, and then I mean, she's gonna go on the ground.
Is she drunk?
I don't know. I literally, I got here and she got out of the car whenever we walked up.
Alright.
Yeah. I'd say maybe. I don't know.
It smells like vodka.
I don't know what Snapple smells like.
It says it's agave. I don't know what that is.
No, that smells pretty fruity. Presents? Is that?
She said she was delivering presents from Walmart.
You want pop the trunk, see if that's it?
It's mentally
Sorry,
ill.
coach sheet?
Yeah, go ahead. I appreciate it.
Is there a button?
Is there a button up there?
Oh, shit. Yeah. She was.
I don't know.
She acting like an idiot.
I don't know why she needed to act like that.
Good. Do your hands, of course.
She drove down Regency, got in the turn lane for La Quinta, drove past it, did a U-turn. Is that Copenhagen?
It's a little chew.
That's a little chew. A fresh can of Copenhagen if you want some.
There's your word, please.
This is registered to a mail, so
She said she legit was trying to...
I don't know why she freaked out like that.
She's young, she's entitled.
Because she was driving down Regency, went to turn in, got in the turn lane for La Quinta, straight past it, pulled a Yui in that little entryway right here by this parking lot, lit her up for improper lane usage, and then she flew down, straight through, around, and then stopped here again. It was so strange. I don't know. We'll find out. She's getting no valid. She's getting no valid. She's got photo ID only. I'm just perplexed.
How old is she?
23.
Yeah, just young and dumb.
So,
They were both telling her to get back in the car. She wouldn't listen. And then, the rest is history.
I got her on Regency. She came in, did a lap around La Quinta.
I'm gonna try and calm her down.
Yeah, very quickly. Then stopped right here and wouldn't listen to my commands at all when I was trying to tell her to turn the car off. So I just waited until they got here. Resisting. She's no valid. Obviously, when we
Valid out of Florida.
was she valid out of Florida? I didn't hear that part.
Valid out of Orlando, I thought they said.
I'll double check. But right now it's resisting.
You don't have resisting, you have obstructing.
Maybe obstructing. Okay.
You didn't comply.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Was that the main cause of this?
Here's the thing, the only reason this many people are out here is when we actually take someone into custody that's resisting us, we have to actually try to do it without injuring you further. So it takes a lot of restraint from all of us. Okay? And honestly, the more people out here, the more of us that are out here, the more cameras are out here. So everything gets recorded. Alright? That's all. So in the future, if a police officer stops you, you need to stay in the vehicle until you're told otherwise. Legally. Okay? I understand it looks like you legitimately are just trying to do a job right now, but...
Like, I don't even know. I was trying to contact Uber support, and I don't even know if they have some way to bring up everything that's in the trunk for the people upstairs. And does anybody have a person back here that they can do that for you? When I'm, like, answering your question?
We can try to arrange to get that to happen.
Yeah.
but
Is it on your phone? Like, can you do that?
Yeah, let me grab
we
your
can let
phone.
them come grab it.
Room 205 at La Quinta. We can have them come. Actually, it looks like it's going to be going to the 128, so over here at the Regency Manor.
Oh, it's that Regency Manor.
Yeah. So, I just got mixed up. Yeah, I know. Alright, give us a second, okay? Alright, room 205 at Regency Manor.
I don't know if she has to scan this or not, but we got it done, okay? She's got her stuff.
Just gonna leave it with property.
Alright.
Thank you. Yeah, it's gotta get towed. No, it's getting towed to the tow yard, okay? We'll talk about it.
No. We will not talk about anything later. Where are you bringing
The vehicle.
Have a conversation with my husband before you bring the property.
The
anywhere.
vehicle is being.
Legally, I am still buying this to him.
Okay. Vehicle is being towed. The vehicle is being towed. The vehicle is being towed to Cleet's Towing. All right. It's towed. It's towed. And yes, it is. Under the police department's terms, it is towed incident.
Is that Lincoln? Because he seems to be lying to me.
I am not lying to you,
You are
ma'am.
lying to me right now because I want to see you bring that to my vehicle. The apartment that it's supposed to go to.
It is going to the tow yard.
5769.
It is going to the tow yard.
35257.
Yes, it is.
I'm asking a question. Where is the car going? Because it's not going to the tow yard.
Yes, it is. It's going to Cleet. It's going to Cleet's Towing.
I'm sorry, that's not predicting the future. I want to know the direct future right now.
It's going to Cleet's Towing. Follow me. Actually. You let me take those off of you or not? Whenever you go in here. Because you're about to go sit in a cell until you start cooperating with me. And you're just going to stay there until you let me do the stuff that we need to do. Like I said, all you need is your fingerprints, and I'm going to give you a ticket, and you're going to walk out of here. Okay? You're not.
How did I leave here with 3 fines?
You're getting one ticket.
No.
You're getting one ticket for obstructing. That's all it is.
The military obstructed me when they lied on their filing because I was trying to report Airman Tyler for people. And they said that I was speeding when I was in a passenger seat. So I'm tired of listening to the police. Because all they do is act without thinking clearly. And investigating what?
Like I said, I've explained everything to you, the entire situation. Okay? So, you're going to let me take the handcuffs off or not? Can I take them off? Thank you. No? Okay, let's go. No, okay, come with me. No? No. She's going to go sit in the cell until she lets me take the handcuffs off her.
Okay, so once again, we're in Illinois, so that's the law we're going to be looking at. Let's start with the original stop reason. That was the improper lane usage. This is found at Chapter 625 of the Illinois Compiled Statutes, Act 5, Section 11 and subsection 709. And this says that if a person fails to stay in a single lane or is performing unsafe movements, then they can be liable for an improper lane usage. All right, here, she's reported to have made a U-turn and just some weird lane sequencing that establishes a legal stop here. Now, this is just a petty offense if a person is hit with this violation. So it's only going to be a fine, no jail time. moving up to obedience to police. Now, this is also found at Chapter 625, Act 5, Section 11, subsection 203. This law says to willfully fail to obey lawful traffic-related orders could make a person liable for this violation. Now, this is also a petty offense. It carries up to $150 fine. So once again, another ticket basis, but not necessarily, you don't get arrested for this. This is dealing with just traffic-related offenses. Next, resisting or obstructing a peace officer. Now, this is a misdemeanor level or higher, usually. All right, this is found at Chapter 720 of Act 5, Section 31, subsection 1. Definition is simply to knowingly resist or obstruct an officer performing their authorized duty. Now, Illinois courts are going to look for physical interference. So that's words alone are usually not enough. You got to have some tensing, pulling away, refusing to present a person's hands, bracing their body so they can't be moved, or fleeing. Now here, everything started when she got out of her car. They didn't want her to get out of the car. They wanted to stay in the car until they approach and they're ready to deal with her. All right, so she exits the vehicle against their orders. She refused to put her hands behind her back. She's pulling away. She's trying to dig nails into the officer's hand when he's trying to handcuff her. And it's all called out on the video. This can all be considered physical interference during a lawful detention or an arrest. Now, obstruction fits this because there's a small nuance. That nuance is when you're talking about a resisting arrest, you need to have an underlying offense. The person needs to be being arrested for something else. All right. Obstruction doesn't require that. Okay. Obstruction itself is the reason you're going to be arrested. It's because you were failing to do something beforehand. Does it make sense? All right. Both of them are found in the same statute. Okay. They have a different terminology. They're both going to be punished the same way. A Class A misdemeanor, if there's no violence, no serious violence. All right. And that carries up to 1 day short of 1 year. So basically, let's say 1 year in jail, a fine of up to $2,500. Now, if there's some injury that's going to happen, that becomes a Class 4 felony automatically. Now, also, you could be subject to a 48-hour jail mandatory sentence or some community service of up to 100 hours or so. Now, next, we have no valid driver's license. All right. Now, this is up in the air because the supervisor said that her license is valid out of Orlando, or he's either encouraging the officer to go back and check if her license is valid out of Orlando. This is found at Chapter 625, Act 5, Section 6, subsection 101. And the title tells us what this one's going to say. All right, the definition is driving without a valid license or permit. And let's be clear, this law is dealing with when you don't have it at all. This is not dealing with you don't have it on your person, okay? So they couldn't find her license at all in the system as being valid. Now here, remember, the only reason that this is an issue is because she told the officer all she has is a photo ID. Okay, and finally, I'm going to flash some information up here, and we're going to talk just real briefly about the tow and inventory process, all right? Usually when a person is arrested, all right, and they drove somewhere, and this is all from a traffic incident, you have to think about what's going to happen with the car. All right, the car can't remain where it's at most of the time. All right, if it's on a public roadway, it's going to have to be moved to some private spot somewhere else where it can remain. All right, so if there's an arrest and there's no licensed driver to take the car, what happens is usually it has to be towed and inventoried. Now you might ask, why would you inventory my car? Well, it's for liability purposes. Now this is not a search being performed looking for contraband. It's being performed to actually inventory what items are in the car, and that protects the city for if you come back later on and say, hey, look, that officer stole my $50,000 I had in the trunk, whatever. You know, this is all to protect the city. That's why that's performed. Now, what happens if during the inventory search, you find something that's not supposed to be there? Drugs, a body, whatever. Now in Illinois, if the search was being performed after a person has been lawfully arrested, in many of those cases, that evidence is going to come in and stand, okay? So you won't be able to get that evidence tossed out. All right, next, let's move into the evidentiary standards. They apply in every case. It's going to have police interaction and some court appearance thereafter. All right, let's move through the evidentiary standards. We have 6 of them. We'll start at the lowest and we'll work our way up to the highest. First, mere suspicion. Now, when you're at this level, This is where the government and the police can't take any action at all. This is usually when a person calls in to 911, okay? At that point, the police don't have any evidence yet, all right? When they come on the scene, they're going to ask some questions and then begin to develop their case. But at mere suspicion, the police can't take any action. This is simply where they have a gut feeling with no concrete proof. Now, mere suspicion, usually with these traffic stop cases, it doesn't apply because traffic violations allow the police to stop you to begin the investigation. So that's right at reasonable suspicion, all right? So if we were going to say mere suspicion in this case, we probably look at when she made a roundabout. She came through again. Why are you coming back through this hotel again? And that's what the officer was trying to figure out. She wasn't using proper signaling and lane changing and things. And that was his basis for a stop. So let's talk about reasonable suspicion next. That's our second level. Now at this level, the police and the government, they can stop you. They can detain you briefly to investigate to see if there's any criminal activity afoot. So to be clear, the government reaches this level when they have specific facts that suggest criminal activity is happening. Moving up one more level to probable cause. Now, when you hear this term, this means that the government or the police are going to arrest someone, or the government or the police can get a warrant and search. Probable cause means that they have facts that would lead a reasonable person to believe that a crime has been committed or is about to be or is being committed and the suspect is involved. Now here, physical resistance, her refusing to give her hand, pulling away, digging her nails in, all that is probable cause for obstruction. And this is also where an arrest becomes legal. Now let's move up one more level, preponderance of the evidence. Now this is the civil standard. So this is when the government's going to bring us to court because they're suing us or we're bringing someone else to court. This level means that my claim that I'm bringing is likely to be true. All I have to do to win is have 51% of the evidence in my favor. All my opponent needs to beat me is 51% in their favor. All right, now this level would also be used for certain agencies like the tow board, the tow and recovery board here in my state. And I'm sure they have a commission there in Illinois that also deals with how tow and recovery policies are dealt with and their regulations. But when you're talking about agencies, many times it's going to be 51%. More likely than not that the tow followed the policy. There was a lawful stop, an arrest. No licensed driver was present to take the car away, so a tow was valid. That's all in civil territory. If the car is damaged, this is where she would go and sue the tow and recovery company for damaging her vehicle. All right, so let's move up one more level, clear and convincing evidence. Now this level means that it's substantially likely or highly probable that our claim is true. To prove our point with this type of case, we need about 75% of the evidence in our favor to win. Now, this level is used during certain civil determinations and during some criminal pretrial hearings. You mostly see this probably in the family law realm when parents are fighting over children. That's the easiest example. It always is going to require clear and convincing evidence. That's usually the first example we learn about in laws, okay? But there's others. When people are saying that someone defrauded them, you gotta bring more evidence to prove that point. When you're dealing with certain agencies, say for instance the DMV, and they're going to revoke your license for multiple years. So we're talking about when a person is going to be revoked for 5, 10, or forever. You gotta meet this higher standard. The government's gonna have to meet this higher standard to revoke your license. So they're gonna look at things like this video, how the woman was acting, whether she performed, field sobriety, or if she was even drunk at all. She did have a eerie nature about herself, but that just could be her normal state of being. All right, let's move up to our highest level, beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, this is the gold standard here in America. This is used for every criminal case. So a prosecutor must meet this level for every element that they're going to charge. Now, what this means is simply that there is no other logical conclusion besides the defendant being guilty of the charges that have been brought against them. So at trial, the prosecutor is going to need to show that she actually obstructed the officers from performing their official duties. They're going to have to prove that she didn't have a license if they're going to charge that. And they use things like the Bodycam, and the Bodycam will show when those commands were issued and she failed to do it. They'll show when she tried to pull away and all the sort of arguing while she's trying to be handcuffed and put in the car. They also will have the opportunity to hear from the officers and the defendant themselves. And in the end, the prosecutor only has to erase reasonable doubt, not all doubts. To meet this burden, the state's going to need anywhere from 90 to 95% of the evidence in their favor. I will say that's quite a bit. Next, let's move into our jury perspective. Let's discuss this case like we were on this jury. All right, let's put ourselves on this jury and let's ask a few questions, okay? We'll start with the big picture questions first, and then we'll work our way down. So first, let's talk about authorized acts. Do you feel that the police in this instance were performing their legal duty? The officer's out trying to make traffic stops. That's what police are known to do, right? So a lawful traffic stop plus some safety commands. Do you feel that those were acts in the purview of what the officer could do? This is a simple softball question. We'll work our way up and get a little bit harder as we go. So next, we deal with, did the driver actually have knowledge that the police were trying to stop her? We go back to our video, we see that yes, the police had lights on and sirens. The lights are still going by the time the police are interacting with her. The officer does have a uniform on. He did repeat commands in clear English. Would you say she knew that she was being stopped? Let's move into a more difficult issue, interfering. Now, did the refusing to give her hand, the tensing, the officer even mentions, so that's what we're doing? You're going to dig your nails into my hand? And all that's to physically hinder the cuffing process. So you tell me, now on the obstruction, do you think it's proven beyond a reasonable doubt here? Or would you need to see more or hear more? Let's talk about the event overall. Now, does the stress and confusion about deliveries, does that negate the obstruction? What about the officer's discretion here? Now, I was happy that the officers allowed her to complete that delivery. And it's because if she was unable to complete that delivery, she would have been charged for those groceries or presents or wherever came from Walmart. She would have been charged herself for that, and she's going to have to pay to get her car out of towing. So that's like a double charge. So, I mean, they showed they had a heart. They have to do that. So as a juror, how does that make you feel about this whole situation? Does it show that the situation was being handled using some measured force, or was the whole thing not really that serious? All right, you got the person handcuffed and in the car, but you're going to let them complete their job. So is it really necessary for them to be handcuffed at all? Let me ask you this. Now, if you're the police, you stop a car, it's still running, and you jump out of the car. How does that make you feel? Does that make you have thoughts of something's about to happen? Or does it just enter into that unknown territory altogether? Now, this is a safety issue usually, because if you have people approaching, you sort of lose the advantage. That's the whole idea about government and the police. They keep an advantage because they're approaching when they want to approach and not necessarily when you're going to allow them to approach. And that sort of maintains an upper hand in the situation and builds in a level of control. All right, but we saw what happens in the end here, right? What would you do? Guilty or not guilty? Tell me why. All right, ticket to cuffs. We saw it together. A simple lane violation became a misdemeanor by crossing into physical non-compliance. What's some of our lessons today? All right, let's start with the easy ones. If you're being stopped, stay in your car. Keep your hands visible where the police can see them when they approach. Maybe even turn your car off. Now, if you think a command is unlawful, comply now and complain later. You tell me below, was this obstruction, yes or no? And when did you feel that probable cause was locked in? Please like, subscribe, and share the video with someone else. Remember, this is Advocacy Alchemy, and I am Professor Ross. I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone have a great day. Stay safe out there. If you're stopped by the police, just comply and make it home safely. And I'll see you tomorrow morning.
If you've got ideas or videos you want me to lecture on, send them to the queue. And come back tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. for another lecture.